Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. I'm Chris, and it is release week for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I have a box opening today of a commander deck. This one is Quick Draw. Let's go ahead and open it up, check it out. Outlaws of Thunder Junction's out now at your local game store, or you can wait till the end of the week and pick these up at your your favorite online store. I got these as pre-order from TCG Player. I got the full set for only $129. That's a fantastic deal. That price generally is between $45 and $55 depending on where you buy it at your local game store. So it's not a bad deal if you were able to get in on that deal for ordering them in advance for pre-orders. This one is Quick Draw, so it includes a sample booster pack and 2 legendary traditional foils. We'll see how that's incorrect. But let's go ahead and see Stella Lee wild card. So let's go ahead and check it out. Pull tab at the bottom, and then the Master Blaster Spellcaster. This is it colors for Quick Draw. Inside, there's nothing else in the box. Let's go ahead and see what's all in there. So, on the actual cardboard, there is a couple punch outs, along with 6 more punch outs, and you have this little information thing that says what Quick Draw is all about, playing the deck, some commander rules. On the back side, it talks about Stella Lee wildcard. A little lore there for the people who are fans of the storyline. Inside this little thing, is that it? There's inside there is the collector's booster pack. We'll go ahead and set that aside for now. And a cardboard little box, which for me, those don't last very long, so that goes straight into recycler. And a little spin down thing. I always give these away to my people at my local game store, some newbies. Unlike the last set, the Fallout set, this one just has, it's all black. Well, this one actually has some thematic. Nothing else in there. It's all going to recycle. Let's go ahead and open this up. Got my just little pocket knife here. Let's go for the tokens first. There's a little helpful card. We'll go ahead and zoom in so we can actually read what's going on here. So, popular Magic formats. What happens on your turn. More importantly, at the bottom has these wanted cards. This one is, they're all the same for what happens for status. So wanted, for the game, you shuffle at least 6 unique bounty cards into a face-down pile. At the start of starting player's 3rd turn begins, reveal top bounty card. Claim the revealed bounty card during your turn and collect the reward. As each turn begins, if no bounty is being offered, reveal the next one. If the pile is empty, shuffle all claimed bounties to restock. If the bounty went unclaimed last turn, increase its reward to the next level. The rewards are, you got to create a treasure token. Number 2 is create 2 treasure tokens. Number 3 is create 2 treasure tokens or draw a card. And number 4, which is the max, create 2 treasure tokens and draw a card. So let's go ahead and go over what these 3 of them are. First one is Rissa Blades Lee. That's a little bit better. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast an instance or sorcery spell this turn while you have 2 or more instance and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, you get to collect a reward. Next one is at the beginning of your end step, Bounty Sleepy Sovaka. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast no spells this turn, collect your reward. Next one is Bounty. Marin Tillis Jr. at the beginning of your end step. If the nearest opponent to your left as the turn began was dealt combat damage this turn, you get to collect your reward. Now for the rest of the tokens. This one's Treasure, Dragon Elemental, Bird Illusion, Dragon Elemental, Soldier, Elemental, Drake, Boar, Soldier, Drake, Shark, Ape, Elemental, and Bird Illusion. Let's go ahead and flip this over. And the commander is Stella Lee, Wild Card. For 1 blue, 1 red, 1 colorless. It's a 2/4 legendary creature, human rogue. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile the top card of your library. Until end of your next turn, you may play that card. Tap, copy target instance or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only if you've cast 3 or more spells this turn. That's so good. Eris, Roar of the Storm. 1 blue, 1 red, 8 colorless for a 4/4 legendary creature, elemental, warlock. This spell costs 2 colorless mana less for each different spell value among instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Flying and Prowess. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 4/4 dragon elemental creature token with flying and prowess. And we'll go ahead, and I forgot to mention it before, but if you look at Stella, man, the primary, this is definitely a borderless card with fantastic artwork, and the foiling is spectacular. It's so good. So I just wanted to point that out before I got too far. Archmage Emeritus, that's a great card. Borrow's Expertise. I'm only going to stop on new cards. It's just FYI, or a card that I am not familiar with, and I just want to stop it. Tezzeret's Gambit, Midnight Clock, Hati Jin, Dig Through Time, Winged Boots, Talrand Sky Summoner. That's a fun reprint. We just saw a reprint of him recently. Octavia Living Thesis, Thunderclap Drake, which that's a new card. 1 blue, 1 colorless, flying 2/1 creature Drake. Instant and sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. 1 blue, 2 colorless. Sacrifice this card. When you cast your next instance or sorcery spell this turn, copy it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. Lock and Load, another new card. 1 blue, 2 colorless, and it is a sorcery. Draw a card, then draw a card for each other instant and a sorcery spell you've cast this turn. And of course, it has Plot. 1 blue, 3 colorless. Plot is you may pay the cost, plot cost, and exile this card from your hand. Cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Plot only as a sorcery. It's a fantastic ability. I had a great fun with that at the pre-release. Forger's Foundry, another new card. 1 blue, 2 colorless artifact. Taps to reduce blue. When you spend this mana to cast an instance or sorcery spell from your with mana value of 3 or less, you may exile that spell instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard as it's resolved. Pay 2 blue, 3 colorless. Tap. You may cast any number of spells from among cards exile with this card without paying its mana cost. Activate only as a sorcery. Final Revelation, reprint. Curse of the Swine, Mystic's Mastery, Chaos Warp, Crackling Spellslinger. This card's incredible for a new card. 2 red, 3 colorless. It's a 2/2 creature, human wizard with flesh. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, the next instant and or sorcery you spell this turn has a Storm. So Storm is when you cast that spell, copy it for each spell you cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. Yes, it costs 5, but Storm has huge payoffs. Huge payoffs. Pyretic Charge, another new card. 1 red, 4 colorless. And discard your hand. Then draw a card. Draw 4 cards for each card discarded this way. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And of course, it has a plot cost of 1 red, 3 colorless. Smoldering Stagecoach, another new card, 1 red, 3 colorless. It's an artifact vehicle. It has power. It's a star 5. And it has power equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. When this card attacks, the next instant spell and the next sorcery spell you cast this turn have Cascade. Incredible. Elemental Eruption, another new card. 2 red, 4 colorless. Create a 4/4 red dragon elemental creature token with flying and prowess, and it has Storm. So good. Rousing Refrain, another great include in this deck. Cursed Mirror. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Finale of Promise. Arcane Bombardment. Wow, there's a great hit. I know this card's still in standard, so it's quite rarely available, but this card's amazing. This card's bonkers good. Nimizit Parun. Kaza Royal Chaser. Shark Typhoon, another great card. Man, this card's great. If you play, this is a perfect include for this deck. Galvanic Iteration. Epic Experiment. Valran, Voice of Duality. Leyline Dowser. This is another new card, 2 colorless artifact. Pay 1 and tap to mill a card. You may put an instant or sorcery card milled this way into your hand. Tap and untap legendary creature you control to untap Leyline Dowser. Exotic Orchard. Sheevan Reef. Sulphur Falls. Frostboil Snarl. Temple of Epiphany. Cascade Bluffs. Ferris Lake. Treasure Cruise. Preordain. Ponder. Murmuring Mystic. Deep Analysis. Radical Idea. Opt. Think Twice. Arcane Denial. Pen Matter. Vandal Blast. Pognify. Serum Visions. Faithless Looting. Big Score. Stormkiln Artist. Young Pyromancer. Electrostatic Field. Gutter Snipe. Volcanic Torrent. Windfall. Ooh, great card. Goblin Electromaster. Third Path Iconoclast. Arcane Signet. Expressive Iteration. Is it Signet? Soul Ring with fantastic artwork. Command Tower. Temple of the False God. Reliquary Tower. Is it Boilerworks? Propaganda. Now for some basic lands. We have Island. I'm just going to try and go through these pretty quick. Island. Different artwork for Island. Some different artwork for some mountains. And more mountains. Well, there's the deck. Let's go ahead and go on to the Outlaws of Thunder Junction Sample Collector Booster. So here we go. That's a advertisement card, which we'll throw right in the recycling. And then, first one is High Noon. 1 white, 1 colorless enchantment. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, and you can pay a red and 4 colorless. Sacrifice High Noon. It deals 5 damage to any target. Next one's Murder. 2 black, 1 colorless. Instant. Destroy target creature. This particular one is a foil. I like the foils on those bonus sheets. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week. And of course, gotta keep it rolling.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.